Alright guys, so today I'm just going to do a very short video, just basically seeing if the FSWA will fit on a Makita rail. So let's go ahead and try to slide it in. Okay. So what I'm seeing is basically if you wanted to force it on there, you probably could. However, let me just grab a Festool rail to compare. Alright, so I've got my Festool rail here. When I go to actually apply this rail, as you can see, there's a little bit of play right there. Make sure I got that in the shot there. So when I go to put the FSWA onto this rail, it slides back and forth here. So it easily slides in when I lift this. And it slides onto the actual rail and clamps down, no problem, right? However, so when I try to do that with the Makita, you'll see that it doesn't want to slide on. Now you could jam. Now see, I have it on there, but it's a very tight fit. Like I'm gonna have to push that, and what that's going to do is it's actually going to cause damage here on your rail, or it's going to cause damage to the inside of this device here. The reason why, so the Makita and the Festool rails are not exactly the same. The Festool rail, if you look here, let's see if I could get it to focus here. So if you look here, you have this channel. Maybe that's a better angle. So you have the channel here, right? And it's just two sides. Now, if we compare the channel here on the Festool rail with the channel on the Makita, if you look at the tip there, there's actually a lip here, right there. So this channel overall right here is wider on the Makita than it is on the Festool, and the reason for that is because the Makita actually has an anti-tip built into the rail here, so that the track saw, when it's at an angle, like basically if you're going at a 45 or whatever angle, it will actually grip into the rail so that it will not fall off the rail. When you use the Festool, there's no such anti-tip feature here. So basically when you put the track saw on here, if you bevel it over to a 45-degree angle, if the track saw is too much weight on that side, it's just going to tip right off of the rail. Makita has tried to combat that by making this anti-tip lip, and so as a result, the FSWA, I wouldn't say is compatible with the Makita rail. Now I know, as I said, you could jam it on there. However, if you think about this is an aluminum rail, and once you get to sliding it on and off, eventually what's going to happen is it's going to wear, and there's no way for you to make sure that it wears evenly. and that it's machined appropriately. So then what you would have to do is, if you did use the FSWA, you would actually have to come back and calibrate this according to whatever variance that would be created by this aluminum being worn down. And over time, you know, I could see that, you know, 90 wouldn't be 90. And even when you put it on there in the beginning, it may not be 90, because, you know, we don't know enough about, you know, how these actual channels here on the device are manufactured. And I mean, it's just very clear that when you are using the Festool rail, I mean, you've got a lot of play here to be able to slide that on. So they manufactured it to work specifically with their rail, or a rail that's designed exactly like the Festool rail. Not so much for a rail like the Makita that offers the added functionality of a anti-tip. So you kind of have to, you know, pick your poison. Either you want the anti-tip in your rail, or you don't want the anti-tip. Festool has no incentive to make this be compatible with the Makita. Not sure if that was in their mind when they thought about that. I mean, because obviously a lot of people, you know, they may buy a Festool track saw and then use it on a Makita rail, which you can do, and you would save money by using a Makita rail. But if you wanted to use this FSWA, you may have a little bit of an issue. Now, pulling out the FSWA90, there's no such issue, because there is no channel that goes over this anti-tip, so you don't have to worry about that. The difference between the FSWA90 and the FSWA is you have this channeling functionality where it goes over the actual track, and then it still actually buckles in with the clamp inside, but it actually sets over top. On the you know, contrarily, this one here, it just butts up against the side of the rail, and then it clamps onto the track, and that's how it, you know, it remains square. Obviously, with you have the T-nut portion that slides into this portion of the track right here. So anyways, I hope that answers your question about whether you can use the FSWA on a Makita rail. Thanks for taking time to watch the video. I'll see you in my next one. Take care.